Welcome to Living with Repurpose. I'm Julie Koo, interior design expert, sharing my top tips on how to transform dated spaces into your dream home. On this episode, we will repurpose regular old household items to liven up that living room. So here's our living room. While I already see some beautiful pieces in the space, they just need a little bit of an update. The mirror already has a really great frame, but it's a little bit old-fashioned. I have a fun idea to repurpose a frame using household items you just found. This coffee table has the perfect shape, except that it's a little bit basic and bland for my taste. I have a fun idea to update this coffee table and turn it into a brand new ottoman. Moving on to the couch. The couch already has beautiful bones for us to work with. I'm going to apply a fresh coat of chalk paint to both the frame and the cushion. We're gonna tackle this first. Let's get started. We moved the couch outside to start our refinishing process. What you'll need is a pair of gloves and a medium to coarse sanding sponge. We're removing the top layer of varnish from the old sofa so our new paint has something to adhere to. Don't forget your mask so you don't breathe in the dust. Moving on to our next step. I'm going to refinish this wood frame using matte black chalkboard spray paint. I bet you never thought you can paint an old sofa, but you can. Using medium density chalk paint mixed in with a little bit of water, you'll want to use a pure bristle brush and smooth that right over the surface. If you apply the paint too thick, spray the surface with a bottle of water to thin out the paint. Remember our basic boring coffee table? We're gonna now transform it into a cool new ottoman. First step is to spray both surfaces with spray adhesive. Once the surfaces are tacky, you'll want to flip the foam over and flatten into place. Moving on to our next step. We're going to spray the adhesive directly on the foam, then place our batting up top. The batting will help cover the seams and adds an extra layer of protection for our foam and our new upholstery cover. This rug was sitting underneath our coffee table, but it was too small for the space. Now that we see it fits for our new ottoman, we're gonna move on to our next step. We have our rug placed squarely under the table. We're gonna fold the rug over and start stapling away. It's important to pull the rug tight so you create tension before stapling. Now that we've finished our sides, let's move on to the corners. I like to roll it in for a cleaner look. Now that the rug is stapled and our sides are tight, let's flip this thing over. Now, if you did it correctly, it'll look like it cost you a fortune. Love the way it turned out. Now let's move on to our mirror project. Remember that outdated mirror we had hanging on the wall? I'm going to give it a fresh new look using this inexpensive rope we bought at the dollar store and applying it with hot glue. Remember to work in sections so your glue doesn't dry out. Once you reach the corners, there's no need to cut your rope. You can continue it along and it'll add a cool radius to your new design. You'll want to keep going until you fully fill in the frame. I've got a few more little projects to bring the room together. Stapling a duvet to the art piece will completely transform it with no painting necessary. I can also use this old fabric to completely reinvigorate this lampshade, turning this drab lamp into a fabulous piece. Add in a few window treatments and a few potted plants, and you've got the living room of your dreams. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got more fun projects coming your way. See you in the next video.